Kiss My Badge, match week 18 for the fans, by the fans, previewing the best league in the world. Today there's 4 of us. Satish, the Man U fan, is not around.
Yep.
But we got a very hard to find but very unique West Ham fan, Muhaimin. Thank you very much for coming down. And repeat offender.
CWO.
Haikal, thank you for coming down again. We got a lot of things to talk about Spurs, even for West Ham, even though not top 6 lah, never mind lah. Same as Arsenal.
Because he's like the legendary Pokemon. So when we find them, right, it's like, wow! West Ham fans, something for you to talk about.
1 in a million.
Yeah.
Even this jersey lah. What year is this jersey?
Yeah, can you please talk about jersey?
This jersey is from 1995. So it was the 100 years anniversary for West Ham. 100 years anniversary. So this jersey, I bought it in Century Square in 1996. I have not worn this jersey for 20 over years. And I thought I couldn't wear it anymore, but yeah, can still wear, but you know, can see my gut a bit, but yeah, can still wear. So
even
okay lah, you still keep it lah.
Yeah, but that's good. That's a good sign of a fan. I mean, you still have the sentimental value of the club itself.
So don't need loyalty test lah.
Yeah.
This one itself is a
my only
loyalty.
complaint, right, they don't make sizes more than 4XL. So I cannot wear the jerseys.
Now I don't know. Now I tighter, no. I wear 3XL. Now let's talk about West Ham's history lah. Okay. Since when have you been supporting West Ham actually? I mean, you bought the jersey in 1996, but did you start supporting in 1996 itself?
Actually, yeah. When I started, I think I was in first year poly. I wanted to support a club because my family come from a diverse range of clubs. My father is a Manchester United fan. My mom is a Spurs fan. My brother is a Chelsea fan. My sister is an Arsenal fan. I'm the odd one out. I'm a West Ham fan. Like not really famous back then. People know Liverpool, Manchester.
But what made you support West Ham?
I think back then was I think, to be honest, I can't really remember. You know, the team was nice, and then there was Harry Redknapp, and then there was that time was Rio Ferdinand was still playing for West Ham. You have Frank Lampard and all that. So it was quite interesting for me. And then also, I'm a visual person. I like the colours.
See, there's a lot of stars though, because we seem to think like, okay, Frank Lampard, Rio Ferdinand, as if they are youths of their club, but actually no. I mean, they are loyal to their clubs lah. But it seems that West Ham actually has a very good youth punya. They produce very good young players actually. Maybe Rio Ferdinand, Frank Lampard,
and actually West Ham back in the 90s and 80s, they're very well known for their youth academy. It was really good. There's more players that are famous that I can't really remember now, but big names like Rio Ferdinand that played for West Ham first and then move on to Manchester United. Frank Lampard, West Ham first and then to Chelsea. Michael Carrick also to Manchester United. Yeah. So all these players back then, they all started in West Ham first. That's why they call it the West Ham way.
Wow. The West Ham way.
Yeah.
What is the West Ham way? To play at West Ham and then leave for a better clubs or what?
It seems like it lah.
In the bubble lah.
Officially, it's excellence in football academy. Initially, that's the West Ham way. But nowadays, the West Ham way, kalau people say, because like you all know, right now West Ham's not in a very good spot. They were good early in the season, but right now they are until their win last week, they were in the almost near the relegation zone. But that win with Southampton kind of pushed them up a bit.
It's okay because Arsenal also very close to the relegation zone more than the top 6.
Our bubble haven't burst yet.
Yes,
but we are getting there. What other fun facts is there? Okay, we got Frank Lampard now who's in Chelsea, managing Chelsea, who was playing for West Ham.
Okay, the one that I remember, let's say me, as a fan who watched West Ham before, so Paulo Di Canio.
Paulo Di Canio is a very controversial figure. One, because when he's an outstanding player first, you remember that goal you still saying
outside the foot, boom,
and then
goal.
He also controversial because he's
Italian.
Yes, he's Italian. And then he's a bit xiao. So he's also because his politics also kind of affected the football also, because he's this is a boring topic. He's a bit, people call him a fascist because he supported fascism, but actually he's just weird. He's Italian, so you know they're like that. But you cannot deny that he was a out and out West Ham man. Even though until today West Ham fans still idolize him and put him in a pedestal. Despite being out of the club and it's not playing anymore.
He's good, man.
Yeah. Most controversial one was this one. What's his name? What's the one guy's name? Carlos Tevez.
Tevez.
Carlos Tevez was like he came off from a deal from Sheffield. Actually, Sheffield United and West Ham were trying to go after this guy, Carlos Tevez and Mascherano. So West Ham kind of like play backside and then got them first. Yeah, so they played for West Ham for, I'm not mistaken, for 2 to 3 seasons, and then got bought over by Mascherano went to where?
Mascherano went to Liverpool.
And then Carlos Tevez went to Manchester City. So and then it went from there. If I'm not
Even the money was controversial, right? The money to pay him, right?
I remember that.
Correct, yeah.
The money was controversial.
So, I think that's one of the reasons why now you have FIFA play fair for financial fairness. Because of that, technically it kind of started because of that.
So West Ham was the pioneer lah to this.
Basically London lah. Them and Chelsea
Yeah.
also. Chelsea spend a lot of money. Then West Ham also get dirty money. So from there,
It's about the same lah. Because back then there was no legal framework or stuff like that. No, you just play and sell your players. But because of that, it kind of set a precedence. And Carlos Tevez was controversial because he went to Man City, then he went to Manchester United, and then it went back and forth. So something like him is loved, but at the same time is a villain. Another person like that also was Payet. Yeah. Who was like controversial because the crowd loved him. He was a good player, but then he left the club for money. Yeah. There was also another player that in West Ham called Anatovic. Same thing.
Anatovic.
Yeah. He was a West Ham player, so he was doing well, and then China came and dangled like a shitload of money for him, and then he just left.
The West Ham way.
The West Ham way.
The West Ham way.
Got money for players to leave, but never for players to come in.
Yeah, they should have like roll it on, right?
Yeah.
No, so we have this like I think a prevalent problem with club managers where they just want to make money.
Yeah.
Well, I do as an Arsenal fan and London. I have no, I don't have any feeling for West Ham. What about you, Michael?
Yeah.
London also.
Yeah, but locally we don't feel the rivalry just as much. But I think back in the UK, I think West Ham and Spurs has a rivalry. I think talking about former players, Spurs and West Ham has a history of having common players playing for the same club.
Correct.
Kanute.
Yeah.
You have Jermaine Defoe.
Yep.
Michael Carrick, before he went to United, he went to Spurs first, after West Ham. You got Les Ferdinand.
Yeah.
But one of my favourite players from West Ham was Joe Cole. Yeah, so like what he was saying about the academy, right? I think Lampard, Ferdinand, Joe Cole was from the era. Yeah, so traditionally back in the UK, locally we don't feel it much, but in the UK, Spurs and West Ham has that rivalry.
Joe Cole played for Spurs.
No, Joe Cole didn't play for Spurs, but I was saying that they play for the same academy.
So people graduate from SM and then they go on to better careers lah.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad with me. Like, wow, you all left the club and go somewhere else lah. But yeah,
West Ham way.
Yeah.
It's going to be the whole night.
The whole night I'm going to say that at the last night time. Okay, so let us go into the fans happiness index. Number 1, we are going to mention Man City. Fans of Man City fans should be very happy this week.
At the expense of
somebody lah. Which like to visit Rwanda. They got beaten convincingly 3-0 at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
At Emirates.
At Emirates. So yes, and Kevin De Bruyne masterclass performance from them.
Yep.
So the main question was: Is City going to be a contender again? Because it's only halfway through, right? So we will discuss about that later. Okay. So number 2, we are going to mention Sheffield United. Sheffield United has been performing quite well for a team that just come up from Championship.
I'm a fan of them actually.
And they are playing attacking football, not just like
playing dirty or whatever.
Yeah, defending and then attacking. They are actually playing very well. So yeah, Sheffield United.
Second.
Kudos to you. Second, should be very happy. Number 3, Spurs. Just after Mourinho took over, so now they are gaining traction. Right now they are actually in the top 6 back again after languishing just below the top 6. Now they are in the top 6. The team is performing well. Lucas Moura is finally playing for the team, so they are now number 3. The fans should be the third happiest fans lah. Okay, number 4 we have Liverpool. No need to say so.
Why for?
Because Liverpool, we are still top lah. We let the teams be happy. We just happy behind. We don't want to be too happy.
We don't need your pity.
Okay. But
That's your reason for.
No lah. Okay. Actually, Salah is scoring again.
Okay.
Okay. And against a tough Watford side, we won 2-0.
I think you guys are not happy because the way you played at Watford against Watford not so good lah.
Okay lah. Actually, to me, the main thing is the result lah.
Okay.
Next, that's the problem with Liverpool, right? I always notice during mid-season, like your form will drop.
We talk about that. Later we
It's
talk about that.
almost like clock around this time after Christmas. Hey.
They have the November punya syndrome kan.
But now
We have
we
the
forever
January.
November.
Oh, okay.
Jangan Novemberin sudah.
So okay, Liverpool is number 4. So fans, for Liverpool fans, they should be the 4th happiest. Number 5 is actually Leicester City.
Yeah.
They were lucky to earn a point, right? They won again. They draw with Norwich, but because they are still second, so the fans should still be maintaining their happiness.
But because of the drop points, I guess,
so perhaps they drop a bit low in terms of happiness. And of course, number 6 or the last on the happiness index is United, because this is by Satish. He says he's number 6 because he feels that he's dropped for that goal because VAR. Because De Gea was actually attacked by 2 players, and he was like manhandled lah. And then kena the Lindelof on goal. And then he says that he's dropped. The thing is, the defenders never protect the keeper, right? They never protect the keeper. And then one ball kena and the thing is, they scored first. It's not Manchester United scored first, so it's not dropped. Okay, you all managed to equalize. So, but of course, United fans, according to Satish, will be the 6th happiest.
For West Ham, how happy are you guys?
Yeah.
Right now, Right now, I think we're. You'll be noticing I sigh a lot when I say about West Ham because I think as a whole the team is having problems with 1, the manager, 2, with certain players, and 3, with the owners. So in terms of the manager, right, I think whatever he's doing right is not working out, especially tactics wise.
Pellegrini.
Because
he won the league with Manchester City.
Yeah, because he had better players.
Did he still have Arab money then?
Not Arab money, but this time he's in a different context. He has players that are good, but he likes to play in a certain way. Like recently, the last match that West Ham played, right, against Southampton. It was the first time he went back to 2 attackers. So usually he plays 1 attackers.
First time.
He's been playing with 1 attackers, Sebastian Haller, for like the longest time, and people are telling him don't do that because Sebastian Haller is he's an all-out striker, but he needs support. So that's when Michael Antonio comes in and support him from behind. And Michael Antonio is a bloody horse. He runs up and down the field. He can play as a defender. He can play as a striker.
Wow.
So that's how good he is. And people want him to play Antonio more, right behind Sebastian. And secondly, it's I forgot about it. The players you notice some players are not playing anymore, like Anderson, especially, because apparently I don't know, he's not happy with the whole setup, and there are some discontentment with the players. And lastly, the owners are not helping, especially with the transfer market and retaining of players. They like to sell their young starlets for money, and then get like second-hand goods into the team.
That sounds very familiar.
Are they related to my Ashley?
No, actually, and also, sounds very familiar to us.
What?
We sell away the youth. No problem with tactics.
That's last time. The youth didn't want to play for us.
I think London clubs are actually a lot of them.
Yeah, you notice there's a pattern, especially London clubs, and I like, it's a headache.